When police opened the drawer, they didn't understand what they were looking at. By the end of that night, 17 names would echo across America. But monsters don't begin in apartments filled with horror. They begin somewhere quieter. This is the story of how Jeffrey Dahmer became one of America's most infamous serial killers. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born on May 21, 1960, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. His father, Lionel, was a chemist. His mother, Joyce, struggled with mental health and heavy medication use. Neighbors described Jeffrey as quiet, withdrawn, and often alone.
A difficult childhood. There was problems in the home between the husband and wife. There wasn't a close-knit family. He didn't have the attachment that most people have growing up.
Do you think of your childhood as having been profoundly unhappy?
No, not profoundly. My childhood wasn't filled with any great tragedies or anything. There were good times and there were bad times. I think it was fairly normal.
Jeff, do you remember your earliest experience and earliest interest, fascination with the inside of animals? Where that came from?
In ninth grade, in biology class, we had the usual dissection of fetal pigs. I took the remains of that home and kept the skeleton of it. And I just started branching out, dogs, cats. I suppose it could have turned into a normal hobby like taxidermy, but it didn't. It veered off into this.
At age 4, Jeffrey reportedly developed a fascination with animal bones. He began collecting dead animals, dissecting them, preserving bones. For some, this was curiosity. For others, it was the beginning.
Christmas time was always a very happy time. It was a time when there were no real arguments. Jeff was always happy at Christmas time because there was a lot of things to eat. Easter was always important to him because he got his chocolate bunny. Thanksgiving was always spent with my family, and there was always a lot of love and attention given to Jeff.
At Revere High School in Ohio, Jeffrey Dahmer was known as the class clown.
Before 12, there really wasn't, I mean, if I had known about the roadkill, that would have been a red flag. I would have done something immediately, intervened. But before that, there wasn't really anything.
Would you call him a normal boy up to 12?
Yeah, except extremely shy. And one of the things I'd like to tell parents is don't disregard shyness. Things can be fomenting in that young mind. Dig. Just pull out everything that you possibly can. Don't stop. Yeah.
But behind the jokes, he was battling alcoholism. Drinking before class, drinking during school. By age 17, he was drinking heavily every day. In 1978, his parents divorced. His mother moved away, leaving 18-year-old Jeffrey alone in the house. That same year, everything changed. June 18, 1978. Jeffrey Dahmer picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks. They returned to Dahmer's home. After drinking together, Hicks tried to leave. Dahmer panicked. He struck Hicks with a barbell, then strangled him. It was his first kill.
The first killing was not planned. I was coming back from the shopping mall back in '78. I had fantasies about picking up a hitchhiker and taking him back to the house and having complete control and dominance over him.
Dahmer dismembered the body in the basement.
Jeffrey's building the shrine was all about power and control for him, and that each trait that he liked out of each one of them was something that was now internalized into his own life.
He later said he killed because he didn't want Hicks to leave. control, possession, abandonment.
I don't know how to put it, possess them permanently.
And that's why you killed them.
Right. Not because I was angry with them, not because I hated them, but because I wanted to keep them with me.
Dahmer's crimes were not driven by rage. They were driven by fear of being alone. His need for control became central to his violence.
He was able to fool a lot of people.
People that worked with him had no idea that he was a violent man. This was part of the real danger of Jeffrey Dahmer. He could join you or me at lunch and no one would detect that he was a violent person.
This is Dahmer's house. This is where he killed his first victim. He took it into this crawl space and apparently stripped the flesh off the bones underneath there. And when the cops went in there, turned this light on and the whole thing lit up. Ceiling, floor, walls, everywhere. Just covered with dried.
After the murder, Dahmer enrolled at Ohio State University. He dropped out after 1 semester. He joined the U.S. Army in 1979, but alcohol followed him. He was discharged in 1981.
He raped me, drugged me, and I'd have to, jumped out of the window, 2-story window, broke my pelvis and my hip.
Okay, now this was the second night
I was there. Yes,
that
sir.
you were there.
Yes, sir.
And you said he drugged you and raped you.
Yes.
And he also beat you.
Yes, he beat me so hard that I of course yelled, but if I yelled, he would hit me harder to stop the yelling. I just gave up. You know, and I cannot, for the sake of me, understand why anyone would want to glamorize that guy at all. That's sick.
In 1981, Jeffrey Dahmer moved to Milwaukee to live with his grandmother. For several years, the killings stopped. But the fantasies did not.
And the 9 years in between, that you were able to stop, that you were able to control yourself.
Just wasn't an opportunity to fully express what I wanted to do. There was just not the physical opportunity to do it then. And I started, when I moved to Milwaukee in '81, I started reading pornography, going to the bookstores. Eventually that led to frequenting the gay bars.
For nearly 9 years, there were no confirmed murders.
Well, you're looking good. Grandma was saying that she thought that you got quite a bit thinner, but you look fit. I don't know.
Well, I've been surviving mostly on McDonald's food. It's just so much easier just to pop into the restaurant. But
Yeah,
like I've said before, it gets too expensive and
it
I
does.
have to start eating at home more.
So what have you been doing lately? Working and working and working and working?
Working next week, starting Monday, I go back to work Sunday nights.
Oh,
And,
boy. So you go back to work this Sunday night?
Great.
Yep. You looking good though, you look nice and trim.
Oh, that's good to hear.
You look like you're working out,
No.
aren't you?
Oh, I haven't worked.
But in 1987, the silence would end.